In early December 1977, I finished my master's at Fuller Seminary, receiving an MA in New Testament studies, and it was foundational for a PhD. Early the next year, I was talking to Pastor Jack, and we were looking at the way forward for us, for Connie and myself. And he said, Jim, I know that you, Connie, want to go overseas. We'll call you missionaries. And if you felt the time was coming, then I think you should pursue that. On the other hand, I'd be happy to have you stay here. It really is something you need to choose, and know that I'm good with either way. It'd be great if you stayed, and the implication I think was that we could work on a PhD during that time, or if you go and you just pray about that and just pursue it according to how the Lord leads you. So we started praying, and in the meantime, we were approached by the director of Foursquare Missions and asking us to consider going someplace for a year while they finally considered our vision for the Arabic speaking Middle East. So we prayed about that, and we decided, okay, that really is an option for sure. At the same time, I was approached by two of the professors at Fuller Seminary, and they said to me, Jim, we feel you have the demeanor to be a seminary professor, and we would like to work with you and help you formulate your dissertation. And is that something you'd be interested in? I said, well, for sure. So I had these two things kind of happen very close to each other time-wise on the plate before us, and Connie and I were discussing and praying about this at that time, around the time that Jack and I had that discussion. So one night were thinking about that, talking about that a little bit, but Connie had in the meantime developed a very severe toothache. And that evening, as we went to bed, in fact, it was so severe that we were trying to decide what to do with our two daughters who could watch them while we took Connie to the emergency in the middle of the night because she was in severe pain and we had nothing to do to medicate that. So suddenly I just felt like the Lord say, make a decision. And I said, Connie, I believe that we're supposed to go with missions. And as soon as I said that, instantly the pain went away, completely went away. Now, I don't know if I'd said doctoral dissertation, if that had, also made the pain go away. We don't know, but I do know that I felt the Lord say to it was time to go into missions, to become missionaries. And so we contacted the director of missions and said, we prayed about it and we believe that we should accept to go someplace for a year, and where you said we could preach and teach in English. And he let us know it was the Philippines. And so I think it was early October of 1988, we left the States to go to the Philippines and to direct a Bible college and teach in the Bible college in the Western Visayas, about 200 miles south of Manila, and very much, very much in the jungle. Our orientation was, it's the most beautiful island that I've ever been to. And that which turned out to be pretty true. It was a very beautiful place, but I'm a city boy, and there we were, plunged into the jungle with all these things you have to do to take care of yourself in terms of fuel and boiling water and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, more about that later. But we've never looked back. We feel that was the right decision, and it was really the next step that God had for us and our calling into ministry, and particularly now for the first time to move into the area of overseas ministry.